calls me, and all she can say, the first thing she says, it's not, "Are you doing okay? Are you okay?" It's, you're gonna have to get out of the apartment because you can't afford to pay February rent. Yeah, I know. It's fucking horrible. I know. Empathy. Mother, the person who birthed me. Can you care? Can you care from your heart? Great. I don't need a fucking secretary. I need a mother to give a fuck about the fact that my life is ruined.
That's rough, bro. But on
it
the
is
bright
fucking
side,
rough.
On the bright side, Cody, guess what?
What?
We just went live on YouTube. La, da, 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 da. Isn't that exciting?
Good news.
I know. So you were going on about being miserable.
Am I even talking to you, or am I just yelling and this is just a therapy session? I'm not entirely sure.
You're yelling and this is therapeutic for you. And you know what? It's okay because I was busy trying to set up the YouTube feed because, trying to get my shit together. It's going out on the Anarchy YouTube right now, but it's okay.
I can't help it.
Fuck it.
I'm just furious. That's all that's left in me. I don't even know if I'm going to try and be happy tonight, but maybe this is a good thing. All right. Maybe I need to feel the fucking rage.
One door closes, another door opens.
Mad. I understand that. It could have been my choice. I could have been the one. And that's what always pisses me off, is that even when I want out, even when I despise the place I'm in or who I'm with, I always wait for that. I always wait for them to be the one to fucking cut off the cord. It happened with the girlfriend, and it happened with the fucking job. I was over that place for months. Did we lose connection from fucking TeamSpeak? Did that really happen?
Apparently.
Error.
Are we serious right now?
I mean, we're still live on YouTube.
That's okay. Fucking technical difficulties. God damn it. Leave it to it's the luck of the fucking what's going on? God damn it.
I do not know.
Well,
all right, can you go to the chat room and tell people that we're still live on fucking Wirecast?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying no LRN sound.
Technical
So you guys are
difficulties.
hearing an old episode of Free Talk Live right now. A rerun.
Fuck. Well, Ian will call us momentarily. Yeah, there
he
called
is.
it.
There he is, like clockwork.
Hey, buddy.
Error.
Yeah?
Hey, you guys disconnected.
Yeah, we noticed. We're trying to fix it.
Just letting you know.
Yeah, I know.
I just quit out of TeamSpeak. I'm resetting it right now.
Yeah.
What happened?
The fuck if we know.
Okay. All right, thanks, guys.
No problem. Let us know if we're still fucking up. My phone's about to die, so you have Cody's number, right?
Yep, I do.
All right, perfect.
My phone's in the other room.
We'll get it. Say what?
Hey, did Cody get fired?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, shit.
Listen to the fucking radio, Ian, and once we reconnect, we'll tell you what's going on.
I have been listening.
Connected.
It wasn't clear that he got fired. It sounded like he was fired, but he didn't actually say that he got fired.
I got fired because Jeff Pierce is a fucking cocksucker.
Jeff Pierce?
Jeff fucking Pierce.
Oh, the new program director. Oh, I was thinking Jeff Wade. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Jeff Pierce apparently talked some shit about me once upon a time. Anyway, looks like you're reconnected.
Oh, so are we live right now?
All right, we're back, everybody, but we're taking a break. It is Anarchy After Dark. Get drunk. Smoke some of those nicotines. We'll be back. Cody's topic sounds boring. Newbie, why don't you call in? What do you got better? Newbie.
Skype in. Skype address. We'll come up after the break.
I will fucking fight you.
Oh my god, of course we have technical difficulties in the goddamn pilot. Son of a bitch. Go grab your phone. Go grab a beer.
That will keep you on top of the latest
We got this.
Crypto
You're
finance,
welcome.
Security, networking, transportation, and gadgetry like drones and 3D printers. Subscribe to the Daily Decrypt on YouTube and SoundCloud and be an early adopter of the future. The Daily Decrypt.
So the prophets can call if we have any more problems. How do I look, YouTube? Fucking weird, I bet. What else is new? I want it painted black. Should probably rail another line. Woohoo!
Save me a little.
Excuse me. There is no video, audio allowed in this. No, I have work today. This is you ain't gonna make. Wait a minute.
$1 bill. Cody, last time we were.
That
We
wasn't
were-
even mine. I picked it up off the floor. Somebody dropped a couple.
This sorry son of a bitch right here, you guys. Move in closer to me, by the way. The camera can't see you. This sorry motherfucker right here. He brought his wallet full of fucking money. He's balling out, rocking on with his socks on, and we're doing lines of Adderall with a $50 bill. Now I'm like, holla. This time we took a $1 bill off the table.
I don't know what to tell you, man. God took a shit on my life.
Don't make me laugh. I'll do drugs.
It'll hit harder that way.
Do you want to split some of this line?
Yes, I would.
Long distance call.
Yeah,
So
it's
make sure
probably
you're
not
logged
like
with
it.
your phone's
Okay.
calling plan.
I know that's hot.
Listen lines are locked into our stream.
I'm trying to
24
get
hours a
high
day.
so we can
Call
do a good show for you guys.
213-493-0309.
Whee!
That's 213-493-0309.
Looks like Cody's sucking my dick.
The new 4th edition of Healing Our World.
I don't even
Compassionate
care 'cause I'm doing drugs.
Libertarianism will take your understanding of liberty to a deeper level and has over 1,300
Cody's my
references, new
bitch.
cartoons, and a forward by Dr. Ron Paul. With discounts for multiple book purchases, the 4th edition of Healing Our World
I
is a
hope you
great
call me
gift for
back.
liberals, pragmatists,
Oh.
environmentalists, and
Log
Christians
into
in your
the
life who
LRN
think
Skype. There we
libertarianism
go.
is cold-hearted. Get yours today at healing.freetalklive.com.
Oh, we have Skype?
And
Yep.
use promo code FTL.
Oh
for
shit! I was gonna get on
$5
Facebook and tease this shit.
Music, instruments, periodicals, computers, software, electronics, photo, cell
Are you
phone,
updating the
office
page right now?
home and garden,
Yep.
bath, furniture, kitchen, pet supplies, auto-
Good, 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 good,
shoes,
good.
Good.
grocery, healthcare,
Good.
sports and outdoors, toys,
So good.
games, used and more. It's a department store at your fingertips.
This is gonna be so much
Shop.lrn.fm.
fun.
Get all your shopping done. Get a
Derpy
great deal, and a
motherfucking
portion of your purchase goes to
derp,
benefit the
bitch.
Liberty Radio Network.
Derpy
When you shop at
motherfucking
Amazon,
derp.
All right,
shop
yeah.
at LRN.fm.
Ah,
I just
yeah.
want to be an old man for the next segment. It's an old mana.
You have to tell us what's going on and what the fuck happened with your job, dumbass.
Oh, you want me to be like a real person right now?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
We have to have a repeat of the conversation we had earlier.
That seems pretty wicked.
Oop. And high as fuck right now.
Wicked, dude. Some pretty fucking good speed going on right here.
I love Adderall so much. Now I just want to cry. I'm filled with happy.
What are you guys getting fucked up on now, right now?
I'm gonna look at pictures of Cyril because Cyril makes me happy.
friendly representative, they're standing by now to help you. So please call me.
Fucking Renee over here. He's got fucking looking at this Cyril
Doesn't
motherfucker.
he make you happy? Look at all that candy. Look at that Pokeball candy. That's dope.
This is the Liberty Radio Network, broadcasting the latest liberty-oriented audio content 24 hours a day at LRN.FM.
Welcome back to Anarchy After Dark. We are having a fun time here. Just got over some technical difficulties. Sorry, LRN audience. But there are obviously a good amount of questions in the chat room right now. People are wondering what the hell happened to your job. Did you lose your fucking job? It's unclear. The fuck happened today, Cody?
Is that unclear? Have I been unclear?
You've been unclear. Is the curse of Melinda
I
still
think-
following you?
I think I just jumped right to the yelling about my boss and forgot to mention the fact that I got fired today.
How so? What happened? What the fuck?
All right, so let's rewind a little bit. You guys may remember the last time that I was down here in Manchester doing a couple of radio shows.
High as fuck.
This one under a different name back in the time. Sunday comes around, all right? Now, I had been partying for 2 days straight. I didn't give a fuck, though, because this girl's coming over that I want to bang. So Rob breaks out the MDMA, and I'm like, gimme, all right? So I get fucking high. I'm rolling balls. And I just remember feeling so amazingly good staring at her, probably creepily, but I didn't give a fuck. because this was my reality, and my reality is just watching you be sexy.
Oh my God, Cody.
So
Cody.
who's calling in?
We have a call.
We have a call.
It's the first Skype call.
All right, but I got to continue to tell my story. This is a
Tell
theatrical event
Tell him
here.
all about it. Hey, who we got? What's up, bro?
Rob Edison.
Oh, he hung up on us. You suck, Rob. Fuck you.
Well, you tried.
Call back. If you get a chance.
Anyways.
So what happened?
Okay, so I'm just high on Adderall, and I'm trying to bring my mind back to the good part. And the good part was me rolling on fucking MDMA and just feeling very sexual about this woman in my presence. And it was a good feeling.
She's hot too. One of my hot friends.
So hot. So I was just like super pumped about that. Like just her being there, the thought of her saving those mental screenshots of what she looks like into my mind so I can keep those images to myself privately like a fucking narcissist that I am, and just think about that fantasy that I created that totally never happened. But the MDMA wears off. The morning comes around. I hadn't slept. I had to work at noontime. So I come into work hungover, unsatisfied sexually, which was a very big bummer. Very big bummer to be let down in that way when you're so amped up about something. It sucks. It's like you're going up on a roller coaster, you're ready for the good part, and then you fall off the thing and then you die. And then you're just dead on the ground. That's what it feels like. You didn't get to enjoy the ride because you fell off the fucking thing and you died. That's what it felt like. So I go into work that day, and I've still got the afterglow empathy going on from MDMA, but in a very dark way. So I could feel the darkness of the environment of News Radio WGAN.
You want to take
And
a
it
call
was a
now?
dark place.
Your story is
Rob
depressing.
Edison, you can sit in and you can listen to me, but this is scary story time.
Hold on,
Scary
Rob.
story
We'll
time.
bring it. Motherfucker. He keeps hanging up anyways. We'll call you.
A lot of these people, by the way, you got to update your Skype. All right. So if you haven't updated your Skype, that might be the problem.
Oh, yeah. Update
All right.
your
So
Skype.
I told you this part of the story. So yeah. So I'm all fucked up. I'm having a bad time because, when you're way up on MDMA, you feel really fucking social and really good, and you just want to connect with people. And then when you crash so hard that you just want to be alone. And you don't want to be around people because you're still like emotionally vulnerable, but you have no energy to fucking match anybody else. And you're just going to give people bad vibes and it's going to be a bad time. And you're very aware of that. So I was trying to keep to myself, but I was also like really hungover. And I was kind of doing my job, but I was like zoning out. I think what I was doing is I was hungover and I was trying to write news stories up, but I was still like in my mind, I was just going back to this girl, and it's all I could fixate on. It was like the obsession that was taking over my mind. So how could I work when all I can think about is slamming that puss? It doesn't work. So 1:59 comes around, and I'm supposed to be on the air at 1:59 in 20 seconds. I had, for some reason, thought that Lee was supposed to be on for like another half hour. For whatever fucking reason, I don't know. Just hungover reason. Like, it wasn't logic. It was sort of like me deluding myself to believe I had more time to get my shit together before I had to hungoverly talk on the air to Southern Maine and tell them the news. It's very embarrassing to be in that rigid of an environment after doing entheogenic substances. It's weird. You feel like they know too. You feel like they know because your voice is a little bit different because you've been partying all weekend and you're more like emotional. You just feel like they know that something's different about you when you're broadcasting, and it freaked me out. So yeah, so 1:59 fucking comes around. That's a good picture.
Yeah.
So 1:59 fucking comes around, and that off-air light goes on. It's blinking, and for the first 5 seconds of it, I'm like, Lee fucked up. This is bad for him. And I'm just sitting there, and then it keeps blinking, and he's just sitting there, and I'm like, I'm thinking for a couple more seconds, I'm like, why isn't he getting up and running into there? Because he had done this a few times before where we get caught in conversation and he's late for a newscast. That has happened to him multiple times, and he has the job still. So that happens to me where I'm thinking like he has to go on air. And then, a few more seconds go by and I'm like, oh, that's me. So I'm just like, I'm flustered. I'm like running as fast as I can to get into the news booth. And I'm like, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. No, 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 no. Like I'm freaking out. And I pull up the fucking the audio that I need to play to have the station ID to get in there before the top of the hour ABC News. And I just had enough time to play the station ID, so there wasn't an FCC violation. But there was 20 seconds of dead air, which was entirely my fault. And so the next part of the story is I got written up for that. And it was super embarrassing because I hate being in a situation where you're being confronted and you're wrong. And doesn't that just fucking hurt your ego when you're wrong, but like then you have to admit that you're a piece of shit to let that be right. So you want to have some kind of fucking excuse. You want to have some kind of excuse, but my only excuse was I had done illegal Schedule I drugs the day before. I can't tell him that.
Well, I had that shit going on with me at Beloco. I got written up for being late. Now, mind you, I'm constantly fucking late. But at least when I would call with excuses for being late, I would have good excuses. Half the time they were true. Half the time they were completely bullshit. One time for my birthday, and a couple of my coworkers were at this party. I had gone out to let one of my friends in. And as I did so, I had gotten into my trunk to get something, and I locked my fucking keys in the trunk. So the next day I went to go to work and I'm like, where the fuck are my keys? Spent like 3 hours looking for my keys. And shortly after that I got written up, and like my coworkers were going to the HR, like vouching for me. Like she was literally there putting shit in her car. And it's, I don't know, but I miss my Beloco fam. But we'll be back with more stories about how fuck the radio biz, except
yep, there is more to the story.
Awesome.
More coming up. It is Anarchy After Dark. Oh yeah, beer.
All right, let me give a call to this Rob guy and let me see what's
Free
going
Press
on.
Publications is an independent alternative media and publishing company founded in June 2009 with the mission of ensuring a free press for the freedom movement, and is committed to spreading the message of peace, freedom, love, and liberty.
I think Rob's trying to fix up his Skype.
FPP also gives new authors an avenue for publishing freedom-oriented material.
What am I drinking, chat room, you ask?
FPP brings you
Mike's
daily-
Hard
Oh, man.
Strawberry Lemonade.
Nick just said the saddest thing ever.
What?
I wish Cody would stop hiding from his sadness with drugs. Dude. Oh, man.
Nick.
Oh,
Well, sometimes it's
man.
therapeutic. Like, I don't know if you heard the not this last episode, but the next to last episode that I did of the Anarchics with Cody, I did a bunch of Adderall, and it was almost like I did MDMA. Like, literally all the positive just poured out. And it was kind of productive because I messaged Ian like,
You had an emotional breakthrough. I will give you that.
yeah, and I messaged Ian like with this emotional breakthrough, and then the next time I got sad, he sent that to me, like what I said to him, and they were like a bunch of positive affirmations, and I fucking bawled my eyes out, but I was like, oh my god, I said that to myself, and I'm glad I did. So
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, you just gotta like in your mind remember these moments, and like because your brain's kind of obsessed with the bad ones. But if you have the good ones and your brain's obsessed with the bad ones, it does like it's almost like it didn't matter that it happened. So you gotta like really let it, like when you feel good, like right now, you kind of want to let it ingrain into you, if that makes sense.
On some very important issues.
well,
No.
I mean, drugs help you access different parts of your brain. So, I mean, obviously there's some part in me that wants to be super positive like that. I guess it's just a balance, man. Like, it's okay to feel sad sometimes.
I think for me, what I've realized with Adderall is that when I'm sober, I'm not entirely present because. Oh shit!
This is the link to the YouTube. By the way,
what's the link to the YouTube?
Radio online and on the air.
It's right here. I sent it
You
to you.
get perks like
okay.
access to the AMP only Facebook group and AMP podcast. Visit amp.freetalklive.com.
Did you
Um,
know you can listen to LRN.FM
Ian, is that you?
via our free-to-air satellite channels? We Swear to God, I just heard him.
Nearly all of North America and much.
Does that make sense though? Like I feel like when I'm sober, I'm not really present because if I was present, I would have to like be with my feelings.
I mean, yeah.
If you are a broadcaster or want to be one, this is a good delivery method for our content.
Because it was weird. Like when I got fired today, like while it was happening, I was like furious, but like terrified at the same time, like because I was shaking and angry. Because like I just avoid emotions at all costs, and like that's one of those situations where
that's not healthy.
They just fucking like they just attack you, and it's just like too much all at once. But it was weird though because like an hour from then, I was kind of numb to it. I was like, should I be more upset that I just got fired? Why am I just like neutral right now?
Well, I mean, you were telling me. I mean, I remember like when we were first hanging out, and you were like, "Oh, I have my dream job." But then, like 20 minutes ago, you were like, "Oh, well, I mean, it's a job I like the most, but I'm not passionate about it." So like that says it all. Love what you do. Because I mean,
well, I mean, but
it's impossible.
But it's like, what do you do? Because like I don't care what job I'm doing. If I'm spending 40 hours a week of my life having to do something, like even if it's something I like, having to do something just to have money, I just it's wasting so much time. And that's what gets me. It doesn't matter what the fucking job is.
I think we're coming.
That's updates.lrn.fm.
Yes. You are listening to Anarchy After Dark. Now, when we went on the last break, we were still talking about Cody hiding from his feelings, using drugs, and about his job, and well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Everything's like, woo.
So
right
Nick from Puke in the Gang. Wow, man, that bummed me out. You ever just, and it's not even from a bad place. I know it's because he cares, but it's one of those truth bombs where you're like, yeah, you're fucking right. You're fucking right. But it's not necessarily hiding. It's weird. I feel like when I'm sober is when I'm hiding.
I mean,
because that's what I'm talking about. When I'm sober, I'm numb to everything because like I've had so much bad shit happen that I just turn off that part of me. You know, there's no heart in my existence. It's just being there. No feelings, just existence. This neutral robotic observer. And then when I do drugs, like I realize like, oh, here's all the shit that I've been pushing away. And I don't know, like how do you get there? How do you get there normally? I don't know how to do it.
well, I mean, I'm sure it can be done. Because, I mean, I haven't always liked to, I mean, it's just harder that way. It's easy to take the easy way out, obviously. But, I mean, it can be done through, like, meditation and shit. And you were just saying last time we were all hyped up on Adderall, you were like, meditation and Reiki and shit, man.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing is I'm all about it, and I do it all the time. I did it earlier today, but there comes a point where like it's not even effective because you're like if you're too anxious to calm down, there's no point in meditating because you're just gonna realize that like inside of you is just bouncing around at this intense fast speed, so fast that you can't slow it down enough to piece together what the thoughts are, what the emotions are. It just speeds at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And you can't catch any of it because it's just an overload of bullshit. And you can't focus in on that one thing. But I feel like when I take Adderall, I can calm down at least.
That's hot, by the way.
Yeah, I know. It is. But yeah, I feel like with Adderall, I can kind of, it's like, it's speed, it's an amphetamine, but it sort of calms me down in a way. Like it gives me energy to be more present in the conversation, but it also calms me down enough to not be anxious during the conversation. Does that make sense?
It totally makes sense. I mean, when I had to address my feelings the other day, literally what I did, and you're all gonna think I'm ridiculous, but I literally sat on the couch and I was like, who can make me feel good no matter what? Mr. Fred Rogers can always make me feel better. So I binge watched.
Should we play? Is there a clip that we can play during the show?
I don't know.
Will
I'll try to find one during the break because I don't want to like fuck shit up
'Cause
and
maybe
like look like an idiot. But
If it worked for you, maybe I need Mr. Rogers in my
I'm
life.
serious, Cody. It's so helpful.
Is he kind of like a modern day Jesus?
No, really.
Preaching this
In
good
all
message?
seriousness, I never ask myself, what would Jesus do? I ask myself, what would Mr. Rogers do?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And I'll tell you the answer is not a bunch of Adderall.
That's true. He just wants to be your neighbor.
It's true. And you know what he said that like really, really just made me happy? You make each day a special day. It just makes I cried. I literally
what if you
binge watched.
don't believe that? Like, what if you believe that everything you encounter you poison?
There is no this is a quote from Mr. Rogers. There's no should or should not when it comes to having feelings. They're a part of who we are and their origins are beyond our control. When we can believe that, we may find it easier to make constructive choices about what to do with those feelings. And there's a song that he has, What Do You Do With the Mad That You Feel? And I'm trying to find the lyrics for it right now. And I don't know. It just helped me.
I almost felt bad because, dude, like, so I was telling you how my mom called me, right? And I was just mad at her because she wasn't being empathetic enough for me. So instead of like me being like sad about the fact that all this bad shit happened to me, I just like took it out on her. I was yelling at her for like a half hour. It was horrible. So
here are the lyrics to What Do You Do With the Mad That You Feel?
Okay.
By the way, Mr. Rogers wrote all of his songs that were sung on the show. And I heard the song a couple times while I was binge watching Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood for 6 hours. What do you do with the mad that you feel when you feel so mad you could bite? When the whole wide world seems so wrong and nothing you do seems very right. What do you do? Do you punch a bag? Do you pound some clay or some dough? Do you round up some friends for a game of tag or see how fast you can go? It's great to be able to stop when you've planned a thing that's wrong and be able to do something else instead and think this song. I can stop when I want to, can stop when I wish, and I can stop anytime. And what a good feeling to feel like this and know that the feeling is really mine. Know that there's something deep inside that helps us become what we can, for a girl can someday be a woman and a boy can someday be a man.
Wow.
Did that speak to you at all? I know it's a kid's song.
No, I know.
Adult translation.
I actually.
What do you do when you're fucking furious and the whole world is fucking sucking and you fail at everything? What do you do? Do you fuck some shit up, or do you find a constructive way to do something? And you know what? When you decide you're gonna fuck up, it's great to be able to stop and calm down. And I can stop because I control my feelings. Stop anytime I want, and it's a good feeling to feel that I have feelings. And when we can finally figure that out, a girl can someday be a woman, and a boy can someday be a man.
Wow,
that's powerful.
No,
I cried.
Like,
I cried.
I took a moment while you were reading that to just like close my eyes and take it all in.
I know you literally,
it's really good.
I sent Cody a Snapchat. Literally, I was in fucking tears. The Rebel Mistress is my roommate, so she comes in and I'm just bawling my eyes out. But I also think it's so hilarious that I'm crying after 6 hours of Mr. Rogers, that I'm laughing at the fact that I'm crying while I'm bawling my eyes out. So I look insane and I decide Cody has to see this. He so wishes he were here to see this and make fun of me. So I sent him a Snapchat, literally. And since YouTube is right here, I'll just, oh my God. You wish you were here to see this. I just watched 6 hours of Mr. Rogers and I feel so good. And would you be my neighbor? And it was just great. And I just felt so happy. And I'm just so sad that he's dead because I blame the world. I blame the world for the fact that America has gone to shit. That literally 11 days after Mr. Rogers went off the air, the world went to shit. 11 days later, 9/11 happened. 11 days later, 9/11 happened.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
I'm not shitting you, Cody. Literally 11 days after
Whoa.
Mr. Rogers went off the air, 9/11.
Dude, this is deeper than the fucking 9/11 conspiracy.
I mean, even I remember I don't remember this, but I remember hearing the PSA that he did during the Gulf War.
That's fucking crazy that a loving presence leaves our world and then something so hateful happens 11 days later.
It's so true. And 12, which is a quote here on humanity's intrinsic value. As human beings, our job in life is to help people realize how rare and valuable each of one of us really is. That each one of us has something that no one else has or ever will have. Something inside that is unique to all time. It is our job to encourage each other to discover that uniqueness and to provide ways of developing its expression. And even as I'm trying to read that so fast and realize I'm fucking up, think about how slow he talked during his show and how that can like help kids like, you know, kind of connect more. And even me, it makes me think like I just need to stop and like slow down.
If you're slowing it down, it kind of hits you deeper.
It's kind of hard to do on Adderall. We'll be back with more Anarchy After Dark and Mr. Rogers.
You can control your healthcare with Liberty Health Share.
Liberty Health Share is like-minded people coming together to share medical costs, which saves money.
You don't even.
I'm gonna see if our Skype is.
This is James has been trying to call in.
I know. I noticed no answer.
Do you want to do a little bit more drugs?
I probably shouldn't, but I probably could.
I just want to go all the way tonight. So
I feel so good.
Just fuck it.
I could probably do more, but I also know better. I've already done a whole. I think I need to behave. I'm good. I feel good, but I also don't feel it a whole lot because I also took an Excedrin as to not fuck with my.
Did you look up to see if there's any like effects when you take them at the same time?
Well, I think it's just like bringing it down because it's a tension headache one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could probably stand to do some more.
You could always go outside and run laps.
We could share. I know. We could probably.
That does help. That does help. If you get the endorphins going too, like you get more fucking dopamine going up to your brain.
Have you crushed up to how many have been crushed so far? 2. You can go in there and grab a half of one, and then we can split a half each.
All right, that works for me.
So that'll be 5 for each of us, 5 milligrams.
Okay.
Newsfeed. Like them, comment. It gives us more exposure. If you don't see our posts, click like at facebook.freetalklive.com and then hover over it to click get notifications. It's an easy way to spread the ideas of liberty a bit further. I know you're busy, but you can spare that 1/10 of a calorie it takes to click on something. facebook.freetalklive.com.
Let's chat up too.
The Free State Project is an agreement among 20,000 participants to move to New Hampshire.
By the way, break show, Ellen wasn't fired. I still love Ellen. Don't get me wrong. It just didn't work out, man. The commuting just wasn't a thing for either one of us. I'm not mad at her. I mean, I'm a little disappointed that it didn't work out, but I'm also grateful that I can do the show with Cody. So, you know, and rumor has it, I haven't asked her, I don't know, but rumor has it, you might be able to look forward. She'll definitely put out more content one way or another. If you're coming to Liberty Forum, you'll catch Ellen there. She still has access to the Anarchy After Dark page because I simply converted the Anarchics to the Anarchy After Dark page. So she still can post anything she wants. So, I mean, she's more than welcome to pimp her shit out. And I'm a douchebag. I should, like, tell her this. I didn't even bother to do so. But, yeah, no. Definitely no bad blood. Just, you know, sucks. But it's okay.
How to get a free bumper sticker, quarter-page flyers you can print out and distribute.
Because I'm glad I can do the show with Cody. This is good for both of us. This is therapeutic. We have like productive conversations, and I feel good. I feel good, you guys.
Understanding your credit score is the first step towards managing and improving it. This is Charlie Sundstrom with your Van Dyke Mortgage Minute. The most influential component of your credit score is your payment history. Almost equally as important is the amount you owe on credit accounts. Also impacting your score, but to a lesser degree, are the length of time you've utilized your credit, the number of new accounts, credit inquiries, and your various types of credit accounts. To help achieve or maintain a healthy credit score, have a system set up to assure you.
What's up next? Visit the Liberty Radio Network program guide to find out at shows.lrn.fm. That's shows.lrn.fm.
Welcome back to Anarchy After Dark. So we were going on here. I don't even really remember, but I know I was definitely talking about Mr. Rogers. And during the break, I got a message from Ian Freeman. And, so for those of you who don't know, fuck it. I'm like so high right now. I don't give a fuck. I have some mental issues. No, I'm not totally crazy. I think I'm crazy sometimes. Well, then again, I'm kind of crazy,
okay.
But everybody's kind of crazy.
I'm convinced I'm crazy. Don't worry about it.
So, I have anxiety. I have post-traumatic stress disorder. I have depression that comes on and off in waves. And it's just kind of something that I have to deal with and like do my best to control. I've had some traumatic experiences that I now kind of have to.
It's kind of like a daily battle.
Yeah, it's some days it's hard to get out of bed. I mean, it's hard to get out of bed for some people, anyways. But
it's not just a tired thing. It's more or less like I don't even want to get up type of thing.
And
like an apathy, but yeah.
Yeah, and Ian's listening, and he was like, I couldn't believe my ears. Did Mr. Rogers actually convince you that you control how you feel? Because that's something that he used to tell me all the time while we were together when I would be panicking, and he would be like, stop panicking. You can control how you feel. And ultimately, I mean, it's kind of hard.
It is.
I can remove myself from a situation that is causing a panic attack for me, but I can't control the triggers, if you will.
Yeah.
I can do my best to conquer those fears, but I mean, they're irrational fears for the most part. Like, for example, I walk into the State House. Just the environment, I don't know if it's like the feeling of like not being able to escape because it's just such a huge place that sets me off. But I was in the State House among friends and I just randomly started having a panic attack, which sucked. So I ran outside and I was just crying and I was a mess. And Ian came out and did his best to console me, but there's not a whole lot I can do. So I can ultimately, what I say is like, I can't control this. I can't control this. And I mean, I can't decide when I'm not going to have a fucking panic attack. Like I just can't.
I've had one before.
And they suck.
It's that feeling like you want to escape, but there's nowhere to escape to. There's nowhere you can go to avoid it. You know what I mean? I had that. I was at an outdoor like tent and keg type of party, and this girl gave me an edible, and this was like recently after Melinda broke up with me, so I was like still kind of off about that. So I had this edible, and I remember just by me being around that many people, it made me that much more just fucking stoned and like going into some kind of weird like bad trip psychosis. And I remember, so I was laying in the tent and I went with this girl and she was trying to fuck me, but I was too paranoid. So like she was drunk as shit, playing with my dick, and it just didn't work. I was like, I can't, just hold me. I don't feel okay. So like I tried to sleep, but I didn't really sleep. And I remember waking up that morning and she was passed the fuck out. And I get up and everybody had left. And it was just me with my feelings alone in this tent and a girl who's passed out who tried to fuck me that I really didn't even want to fuck in the first place. And I just started fucking panicking. I was like, I need to get out of here. So, and I was out of cigarettes. So, and this was like 7 a.m. too, by the way. We had partied all night, but I was just like awake. So it's like 7 a.m. So I drive like 20 minutes out to a gas station to get cigarettes because I'm thinking, that'll calm me down. That'll make me feel better. And I get back and I've got my cigarettes, but the feeling's still there, this fucking panicky feeling. So I had to wake her up. I was like, dude, I can't really explain this to you, but we have to go. Like, you have to wake up. We have to go. I'm really sorry. We got to pack up and get out of here. And I was just like, sketch the fuck out. And I remember like we stopped at home for a little while and I was like, Mom, I'm not okay. Like, I feel like I need drugs. I feel like I need drugs to feel like I'm okay. I need to see a psychiatrist to give me some kind of anti-anxiety medicine or something.
I try to keep Ativan on me at all times just in case. Because Ativan works for me. It will snap you, for me at least, right the fuck out of it. And I've
never had an anti-anxiety pill.
Or even a muscle relaxer, because sometimes you just tense up. I mean, it's ultimately
that's a big problem with me, and
thing.
It all comes right in my neck.
Yeah,
I have
same here.
so much tension.
It does for
neck.
a lot of people. I just found out where the spot is. Is that it?
Yeah, but a little bit higher too.
Yeah. But you get the gist. It's like those two.
Like, it's just clammed the fuck up. And I didn't even realize how bad it was until I had done MDMA at the big gay dance party. Because I don't fucking dance because I'm too fucking tense. So I realized, like, the first time I had actually done it, like, wow, like my neck was on fire because it had never been that loose before. And I didn't realize like how much tension is just being like stored up in that part of my body.
But I was getting to a point here, motherfucker. So what I would say, and what I say to anybody when I'm having a panic attack, is like, I can't control it. But I mean, with a combination of like my Mr. Rogers therapy here. So this song, I'll repeat it again. I can stop when I want to, can stop when I wish, can stop anytime. And what a good feeling to feel like this. No, the feeling is really mine. No, there's something deep inside that helps us become what we can. And I mean, regardless of the fact that I have a mental illness, Mr. Rogers was also very accepting of people with disabilities. And he said, quote, part of the problem with the word disabilities is that it immediately suggests an inability to see or hear or walk or do other things that many of us take for granted. But what of people who can't feel or talk about their feelings or manage their feelings in a constructive way? What of people who are unable to form close and strong relationships, and people who cannot find fulfillment in their lives, or those who have lost hope, who live in disappointment and bitterness and find no life, no joy, no love? These, it seems to me, are the real disabilities. So,
that makes me feel like I've got a disability.
I mean, it does. But I mean, he also said on accepting our feelings, there's no should or should not when it comes to having feelings. They're part of who we are and origins that are beyond our control. When we can believe that, we may find it easier to make constructive choices about what we do with our feelings. On pain, he says, there's no normal life that is free of pain. It is the very wrestling of our problems that can be impetuous for our growth. So, I mean, ultimately, our pain makes us stronger, and we can do what we can to, control that. And I don't know. It just makes me feel better. On facing sadness and anger, Mr. Rogers said, confronting our feelings and giving them appropriate expression always takes strength, not weakness. It takes strength to acknowledge our anger, and sometimes more strength yet to curb the aggressive urges an anger may bring, to channel them into nonviolent outlets. It takes strength to face our sadness and to grieve and to let out our grief and anger flow in tears when they need to. It takes strength to talk about our feelings and to reach out for help and comfort when we need it. So, I mean, it's not a fucking disability. I mean, it is, because it's an involuntary thing for me, all the time that I have a fucking panic attack in public. But, it's part of making me me. And you make each day a special day because you're different, and we're all different. And I don't know, that just makes me feel good that I'm special to somebody, even if it's just Mr. Rogers, who's Cody talk. I'm starting to cry.
You've got Mr. Rogers in your heart.
I do. He was such a good person.
Dude, I'm starting to cry.
Stop. I don't know. It just
Why
made
does-
me feel better that
Why does he have such an effect on me? This is so
I
bizarre.
I told you, Cody.
You're not even playing the clip. You're just reading the quotes. but
I know.
It just hits way too deep right now.
I know. And it just makes me feel really good that even though it's having a mental disease is really painful, is that, you know, it is part of makes me me, and we're special because we're all different. So all we can try to do is make a snappy new day.
Damn, dude.
God.
Top of the hour break's coming up soon, and thank
know.
fucking God, because I don't think I've ever felt this vulnerable on the air, and it's a really weird place to be.
You have to
I
take
hope
us
you
out.
guys fucking understand.
And
I
I'll
hope you
address.
do.
I'll take Skype calls in a minute once I can breathe. We'll be back with more Anarchy After Dark, and I promise I'll stop crying.
I'm Ian Freeman, host of Free Talk Live. We've been covering Uber for years.
Hi,
on the
guys.
radio with their ongoing legal cases across the globe, defending your right. to keep people alive
Ian's
without
like, Cody
asking
needs to
government
finish
permission.
his story.
I wanted to support Uber more directly.
Sorry, am I crying too much for you, Ian? God. I'm going to try to screen some Skype
Ian
calls.
says every week Rob has people call.
So there's a good chance they're available
Just
in your
answer and
area.
keep them on
If you'd
hold
like to drive
until
for Uber
break.
and make some money helping people get where they want to
Actually
go,
someone there.
sign up
Yeah,
at
so I think a lot of these people with names like
drive.freetalklive.com
Irv.
and you'll get a 100.
Yeah, I know, but he.
I kind of think that's like not real.
Well, I mean, the first time, this guy, I feel bad because he was trying and he said, sorry, we'll see if there's any updates, drops out on first ring. So I think it might be an accident for some people. This guy, I don't know what his deal is. He said, like to be on air. And I said, trying to screen during breaks, I try to call him.
Oh, so we actually talk back.
LRN
Can you turn my mic up a little bit?
Yeah.
listening apps for
Try now.
Android and iOS
Check 1 2.
There you go.
Now you can easily
That
tune
sounds
into our
better.
streams anywhere, anytime on your computer or tablet.
I
Just
know.
visit
That was like.
apps.lrn.fm or search for
I
LRN
hate
Fucking
answer.
drugs,
in the
man.
Android or
Answer.
Apple app stores. Please download, rate us 5 stars, then share the link on your social media, and let your friends and family know how you're listening to LRN.fm. Download it now, free at apps.lrn.fm.
I just need somebody to like cuddle with tonight.
Precious metals update. Following sharp.
That's the
mean-
saddest thing
In
is
early trading
that
on Wednesday,
like
gold is
at least if you're
$2
going
lower,
through shit and you have
$119 per
someone
ounce.
to like
Silver's
fucking
down 3
sleep
cents
with,
at
it makes it easier.
$14.54 per ounce.
But
Bitcoin is trading at 395
when you're alone, you don't
US
have that.
We
You just
plenty
have
of new
fucking
2016
porn.
Silver American
Oh, I don't think
stock.
I did
Get
see
yours
this.
online at
What is this?
rrbi.co
The
or give us a
PSA
call
following
at
September
800
11th. I know that he did one during the Gulf War.
9760.
Oh,
This
so
is the
he was alive during that.
yeah. If you grew up with our neighborhood, you may remember how we sometimes talked about difficult things. There were days, even beautiful days, that weren't happy. In fact, there were some that were really sad. Well, we've had a lot of days like that in our whole world. We've seen what some people do when they don't know anything to do with their anger. I'm convinced that when we help our children find healthy ways of dealing with their feelings, ways that won't hurt them or anyone else, we're helping to make our world a safer, better place. I would like to tell you what I often told you when you were much younger. I like you just the way you are. I can't even read this.
Just the way you are.
And what's more, I'm so grateful for you for helping the children in your life to know that you'll do everything you can to keep them safe and to help express their feelings in ways that will bring healing in many different neighborhoods. Oh my God.
Is there any video of this guy that we can watch?
I don't know.
Like saying stuff like this.
I also don't know which computer it plays off. I'd have to ask Rob. I don't want to like fuck up the show, but
Yeah.
oh my God, Mr. Rogers just like gets me, man. And he's right. Even
I
Jared's
never
oldest
realized.
son, he's like in kind of a tough spot right now. So I mean, like tonight, and I'm like the least maternal person I know. So I mean, because Jared has kids, like I'm trying to like expand my knowledge on like the child's psyche, so I can
So you can bond with them.
do my
more.
best to help them, because I plan on being with Jared for a long time, as long as I can be.
Right.
Which means
Yeah.
I
So,
need
so
to.
you want to be able to be close with the kids.
I have no choice. And for someone who was, stuck in a situation where, my mom married some guy halfway through my childhood, I understand how it can be difficult to add somebody else to the family. So I want to, I never have to be family. I never have to be mom. Certainly not mom, because I'm not their mom. But I want to be someone to help enrich them as much as I try to enrich Jared's life, because the kids are part of Jared's life. So
Right.
I have no choice other than to do my best, to help them out, and especially the oldest one right now. Even though he's
How old is he, by the way?
15. So
15. So what's he going through?
Oh, here, let me screen a call during the break.
Like DeVry, prospective.
Hey Mel, can you hear us? Bruh? Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, no, they're nobody.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's going on with him?
Yeah, let me.
The DOE said, moreover, for a period of 5 years following the effective date of this action, DeVry must subject all such representations to review by an independent auditor prior to the utterance, i.e. oral, written, or otherwise, of such representations. DeVry said it will vigorously contest the FTC lawsuit and collaborate closely with the Department of Education to resolve the complaint. DeVry is one of several for-profit higher learning institutions that have come under fire in recent months after the collapse of Corinthian colleges. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal.
Yo, Mel.
Permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the
Hey, what's good in the neighborhood?
Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling
Anything?
precious
Can you hear
metals,
us?
a forward-thinking approach to new technologies.
Kumbaya.
774-9760 or visit online.
Are you fucking with me? Can you hear me?
.co.
Why do people have so many fucking goddamn troll Skype accounts?
Say shows one of the occupiers of an Oregon wildlife refuge reached for his jacket pocket before he was shot dead by law enforcement after speeding away from a traffic stop where the group's leader was arrested. Authorities said Robert Lavoy Finicum, a rancher from Arizona who acted as spokesman for the occupiers at the Malheur National Wildlife Refuge, was armed when he was stopped by police and killed on Tuesday afternoon. The aerial video taken by law enforcement helicopters show Finicum speed off in a white truck from FBI and Oregon State Police and nearly strike a law enforcement officer while trying to evade a police barricade before barreling into a snowbank and exiting the car. The grainy aerial footage shows Finicum raise his hands in the air and then turn and flail his arms moments before he is shot by an officer that the FBI identified.
That's kind of what you got to do with yourself too. Is like,
Yeah.
This has been FPP
you got to take
Radio
care of that
News.
child inside of
Online
you.
at FPP
Exactly.
Radio.com.
And I feel like that's why I like Mr. Rogers so much. I'm gonna keep crying. I need to stop.
I will be engaging in an extramarital affair.
Dude, I had no idea. Like I was judging you when you snapped me
I'm
that.
about to spend several hours making. But sadly,
I told you I wasn't fucking with you, man. I told you it was therapeutic. You can think it's as gay as you want, but at least when I say gay shit, it's like legitimate, bro.
teenage runaways is in direct opposition to the values you elected me to uphold. I also wish to apologize to my wife, Linda.
Are we doing show
To my
prep
two
or
beautiful
what are we
children,
doing?
Allison and
Oh, I don't know. You need to finish your story.
more than you will ever
Do you remember what part of the story I was at?
will impact your life so terribly.
What part?
I can only pray that the revelations you will
I
soon
don't
hear concerning
remember.
my fetishes,
He doesn't
physical
remember.
flexibility and penis will not scar you to the point of dementia. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get to the hotel immediately, so I will not be taking.
Probably the today part. Did I really start a second?
Jump.
Welcome to Anarchy After Dark. I love this fucking song in the club now. Oh, 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 whoa, oh. Cody Kinton, your fucking story.
All right, so where were we in the story? I believe were we at the point where it got to today?
I don't know. Recap for those of you who were not
I've bounced
here
around. I know
for the first hour.
I've bounced around. I remember yelling at my mother. I remember yelling about my boss, but I don't know if I really got to the rest of today. So
yeah. So what happened?
Okay, so
Pray tell.
so it was fucked up. All right, so last night was kind of a weird night for me because and this is gonna sound crazy, but whatever. I'm a crazy person. Like I was in a weird mood. I didn't really want to talk to people, so sometimes I get in that conspiratorial mind, and I'm going down the rabbit hole. And I got to this point, everybody, where I was reading about something called Planet X or Nibiru. It's this planet that's on an orbit of 3,600 years. It's this big. It comes into our solar system every 3,600 years in this big circle. And the theory is that Noah's flood was the last time that Nibiru was around. And Nibiru is coming back, and that's what the climate change is all about. That's why it's like a weirdly warm winter, because the planet's coming back, and in a couple months, tidal waves are going to happen, kind of like day after tomorrow or some shit. And it's going to take out all of the coastal cities. So we're going to be dead.
When is
And
this?
according to some conspiracy theorist on YouTube, in like 2 months. So it weirdly enough, it actually put me in a really good mood because I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to believe this, and I'm going to believe that I'm going to die in 2 months. If this is true, then I need to live every day like it's the most important thing and do whatever I want to do and not be controlled by fear or anxiety or apathy and just fucking embrace life because I'm going to die. So I come into work this morning in like a good mood because of that. It was really weird. Like I went to Dunkin' Donuts, I got some hash browns. I come in with a smile on my face, ready to fucking tell the news. But Jeff, my boss, comes in, and the first thing that he does is he calls me into the fucking room. He goes, "Hey, Cody, come in here." And I already know this is going to be bad because anytime he's coming up with the HR manager and they want me in the office for a closed door meeting, I did something wrong. So I think I had mentioned I got written up last week because of the MDMA thing
In the dead air.
in the dead air. So again, I had thought this week that I was doing a good job. I was doing my shit. I wasn't fucking hungover. I was happy enough. I was getting shit done. But I guess he had already made his mind up because he called me to the fucking office, and he starts off by saying like, "Man, this is not a good day for you." Which right off the bat, I'm like, that's a fucking douchey way to start this, isn't it? So he starts rattling off all these things. And mind you, I know what's going on immediately. So I'm like shaking with rage at this point. And this guy, who usually makes a very forceful eye contact with me to the point where it's like I get anxiety high, he won't even look me in the face. He's looking up at the fucking clouds while he's telling me that, you know, you're a good worker and you're an intelligent person and you've got a lot of skills and and I like you as a person, all this bullshit he's not saying in my fucking face. So it continues to go, because this is the fucking by book manager way to fire somebody, pepper them with compliments, and then add a couple of the negative things after that. So I was pissed off. I was like, I cut him off. I was like, tell me what I did wrong. Tell me right now, because I fucking did my job this week. Tell me what I did wrong. And he like freezes up for a second. And he's going back to shit that makes no sense. He's like, well, you know, we've had this conversation before, and things like pronunciations. And I'm like, what? Because 2 days ago I said address instead of address while talking about the fucking governor. I didn't know that there was a different pronunciation for saying address when somebody's speaking. I thought it was the same thing as the place where you live. I thought the pronunciation was the same. I learned something that day. So how dare you fucking use that as a fucking reason to fire me like I'm a bad employee because there was a piece of knowledge that I had not acquired about a way to fucking say a word. It doesn't matter. So I was just like, you just don't fucking like me. That's what it is. And immediately, no, it's not about that whatsoever. But it is. Because when you're at work, you're in a social environment. So even if I'm getting my shit done, if I come in and I sense the negativity, if I sense that I'm coming into a toxic social environment, I clam up and I don't want to talk to anybody. So in his mind, oh, he's not getting with the vibe. He's not happy at the company. Well, no, I feel awkward because you fucking written me up, and that makes it weirder to come to work. Not to mention, I'm working with my roommate who owes me hundreds of dollars to make it more of a weird fucking situation for me. These are two people who I don't feel comfortable around. I don't trust them. So I feel uncomfortable in my work environment, and it makes it harder to give 100% when you're in that fucking work environment. But it doesn't matter.
So
but that's what it is. I guarantee it. They don't like me. I got fired from Target. Target. I don't think I'm stupid enough to not be able to have a fucking job at Target.
It's not you, man.
It's like this fucking people just don't want to be around me.
You're just not a huge people set. That's not true.
I don't know. I just don't. I don't know.
Dude, why the fuck? What? I traded in a hot fucking smart co-host for your ass, man. Obviously, somebody wants to be around you because you make each day a special day.
Thank you. But I would also like to be a hot co-host as well.
You're hot.
I feel like I
way,
am.
Cody.
I feel like I'm really attractive on the outside.
Chat
and
room.
on the inside, it's
you be the
all
judge.
Hell.
But
Well, there are a bunch of fucking dudes. They're not going to give a good judge on that. Or maybe they will. Maybe they will. Pad my self-esteem today. Tell me all of the sexual things you would do to me. I don't even give a shit. Tell me how good I look.
I mean, you need a haircut and your beard is patchy, but other than that, you're wearing a Led Zeppelin t-shirt.
Yeah.
I got that going for you.
I got a tattoo.
You got an Anarchy tattoo. That definitely.
That adds some points, right?
Yeah, totally, man. I need an Anarchy tattoo. I can't wait. I need more ink.
Get some fucking tats, man.
So what is that? Oh,
I would bone Cody's
newbie
skinny
592 would definitely bone your skinny ass.
Cool.
Yeah. See, props. So what
does
do
that
you
actually help?
Get in a speedo
That
and
this
show off
this
your
newbie
ass.
wants to fuck me.
Then
Whatever, it's what I asked
they
for.
can't
I guess.
decide. Well, we'll be releasing new headshots soon for the profiles, so don't you worry, kids. But are there any positives out of this, Cody?
Are there any positives?
What you gonna do now?
So all right, so Lee put it this way, which I'm trying to internalize because part of me knows he's right, where he kind of goes, you know what, man? Yeah, you weren't happy there. It was a toxic environment. You're totally right about that. You weren't happy. So maybe this is an opportunity for you to find something that will make you happy. Like use this as an opportunity to fucking like take advantage of what the universe has done to you and make something good out of it. So the best thing that I can think to do out of this is to use this as the kick in the ass I need to actually live in New Hampshire. Because to be honest, like I do feel way better being here.
Yeah, exactly. Because this is a
It's,
positive environment for you, even though there's a bunch of drugs, which I mean, Cody, we cannot do this every week.
True.
Drugs are expensive. Eventually, we're going to have to do a show sober. I mean, alcohol is cheap. We can still get drunk.
Yeah, we can still get drunk. We've done that before.
Yeah.
Our drunk shows are good.
Yeah, we can still do it.
Yeah, so we can do that again.
But I mean, you need to channel this anger that you're feeling constructively, just like Mr. Rogers was saying.
True. Channel it into something creative and positive. So that's what we'll do in the next segment. Although, if we want to do topics again, Governor Paul LePage from Maine has been saying a lot of stuff that has gotten on my nerves, and I really would like to go over that in the next segment.
And Barbie has gotten on my fucking nerves, so we'll be right back with some more fucking pissed off talk and angry rants. The moments you've all been waiting for. We'll be back with Anarchy After Dark.
Rebel Mistress, yay, oh my gay. What is that about?
Mr. S. Hello.
Where or what did Cody get fired from? Oh, do people not know that basic fact about me? I've worked I've worked in radio for 5 years at the same company. It's called the Portland Radio Group. It's owned by Saga Communications. I've been there for years. I've produced the morning show. I've babysat the show, the stations over the weekends. I've produced commercials. I've done newscasts. I've done traffic casts. I've done voice work. I've done everything in that company for 5 years. I've given them so much. And yeah, so 6 months ago, this new boss comes in, and we just don't jive. And he kind of just like fucking ruined my place there. I talked to what's his face earlier about this. There are some managers who I think they get into it because they kind of get off on the power rush. And there's a part of Jeff that's sincere and good, and I know that that's in him. But there's another part that's just a straight up bully who spent 30 years doing morning radio. And what he does is he just makes jokes at other people's expenses. So whenever I would mess something up, he would make a joke in the newsroom, basically call me a fucking dumbass. And it's another reason why I hated coming in there. It's not because I wasn't passionate about radio. That's what he tried to play it off as, is I'm not passionate about radio or news. I do care about news. I've been a news junkie for years. I listened to 12 hours of talk radio a day in high school. So it's not about that. It was about the fucking environment. It was about the people. If I was working at a radio station with people who I fucking got along with, it would be a totally different situation. But I don't. Am I just talking to the chat right now?
Oh, wasn't that the point?
Yeah, I guess so.
Go and search for you.
So, yeah.
What?
Brene changes co-host like panties. Am I right, chat?
No, I don't.
So I guess the question is, how long until we hate each other?
We have had chances to hate each other. And
shit went downhill with Ellen pretty bad.
Not really. I mean, like I said, I was disappointed, but I mean, she's disappointed too. It just didn't work out, I'm not really.
What I think the difference is with us, though, is that we're comfortable with being douchebags to each other.
Yeah, exactly. Ellen's just too nice, man, and she misinterprets my passion with anger sometimes, and I'm not gonna act like I'm perfect. Sometimes I'm fucking lazy, and she likes to do things structured. It just didn't work out, man. Doesn't mean that either one of us are shitbags. We're just two different people, and that's what makes us special.
Yeah,
that's not even like a cop-out answer. Like, I'm dead ass serious.
And you're also quoting Mr. Rogers, kind of.
I'm serious, man.
A little bit.
That Mr. Rogers helped me out a whole lot. Can ever park the Pokeball in my life's open for you. You're my Pika.
Newbie 363.
Just like in Pokemon.
You can't know the truth without smoking weed. I wish I had weed right now.
If you enjoy LRN.FM, please contribute to your favorite shows via their websites and become an amplifier at amp.lrn.fm. That's amp.lrn.fm.
Boom, boom, you make me wanna move. You make my body sing. You make my ears ring. Oh, boom, ba-doom, ba-doom. To feel it shake the room. I'll always stay while they play the bass.
All right, so once again, the chat has made me feel bad. So somebody says she needs a co-host who's more synergistic. Am I? Because I do this sometimes, especially when I'm on Adderall. I'm just ranting, and I don't even give a shit if anybody's listening.
This is therapeutic for us.
Yeah. Yeah. So my apologies if I'm just off in my own world a little bit.
Wait, there's still more Adderall.
There is.
You lead.
Which we should finish. Yeah, so by the way, guys, we do have a phone line if you want to Skype in at Rebel Love Show. And maybe you've got some advice. Maybe you've got a Mr. Rogers type character that you believe is somebody that's close to your heart that we should check out. Something like that would be nice. I didn't expect it to go in this direction.
Hold up. Since you brought up Skype, I do just want to mention, if I ignore you during the show, it does not mean that I am ignoring you. Double entendre. But I'm gonna screen you during the break and then bring you on, just to make sure the connection's good, so I don't fuck shit up while we're doing a live radio show. Because I mean, I'm a newbie too, you guys. I'm a radio baby.
Well,
Not
what
really,
would be
I'm kind of a
helpful
vet at
if you want to Skype in and you're in the chat, let us know that you're about to Skype in, because we've been getting a lot of people trying to Skype in who I believe they're probably dummy accounts.
Yeah, trolls everywhere, man.
Yeah, and I've been getting this too. I think Skype has been hacked. And it's pretty bad, because I remember they'll even message you weird bot shit. There was some random chick who added me on Skype. And this was during the show, and she starts messaging me, and she's all like, "So what are you doing?" Winky face. And I'm like, "Doing a radio show." And then she writes back with something that's completely unrelated to what I just said. And she's just like, "I can be kind of naughty too, wink, wink." And then there's that part of me that's hoping maybe she's just dumb but real and horny, and I should go for it. But then reason kicked in, and I was like, yeah, she's a bot. I can do better than pretend. So I'm done talking to you. Fun story. Yeah.
So what were you going on about? Were you done going on about?
What was I going on about?
Oh, you had an angry rant.
I did. Oh, okay. So do you know anything about Governor Paul LePage?
No, I do not.
All right. So he's the governor of Maine, and he gets in a lot of trouble because he's a businessman, not a politician. He's a businessman. And he's just a true Mainer, just like you and me. And he just wants the best for the state and all this bullshit. And he's crass, but and unpolished, but he speaks from the heart. That's the personality that the pro LePage people have created around him. But the reality is that he's an angry psychopath who is also the governor of the state of Maine. So right now, we are apparently in the state involved in a heroin crisis. Heroin crisis. Everybody's doing heroin. Great. So he wants to up the war on drugs big time. This has been things he's talking about for months, about spending millions of dollars. He wants to bring in literally the National Guard to fight heroin. But that's not enough. Even though the drug bill got passed, that increases all of their government powers to go against drug dealers. That wasn't enough, because he has to keep shooting his mouth off. So the first thing he said that pissed me off, this was 2 weeks ago, those heroin dealers should get a taste of their own medicine. Basically saying, if you deal drugs, somebody should shoot you up with heroin until you overdose and choke on your own goddamn puke.
Wow.
That's basically what he's getting at. So that happens. And then a week later, he takes it one step further, and he goes on WVOM, and he says, "I believe we should bring back the guillotine against drug dealers. I want to see heads roll." And then every time something like this happens, and he gets kind of called out on it for being a little bit too extreme, the news media presses on him, and he goes, "Yeah, well, I was just joking." So that's what they put in the fucking news story. LePage joked about bringing back the guillotine, but every time you watch the video of him actually in the interview, he's not joking. I know enough about comedy to know what a joke is. He's not joking because he's not smiling. He's not laughing. He is straight-faced, and he is angry, and he is saying, "We should bring back the fucking guillotine."
Damn.
And some kind of weird, dark bloodlust that he has that people like, because there is this weird fucking violent thing inside of people that they don't want to do themselves. They want to channel it to somebody else. So that's why people go nuts at fucking hockey games when people get into fights. They go fucking nuts because it's the Coliseum, basically. And they've got that violence inside of them, that hatred. And it's their way to fucking express it without doing something that sends them to jail. So they love any politician who says that violent rhetoric. That's what they're deep down thinking is fuck these people. Throw them in jail, throw away the key, give them the fucking chair. People say this about criminals they know nothing about who possibly were involved in victimless crime because as far as I'm concerned, selling heroin has no victim. If you overdose on heroin and you own your own fucking body, then that was your decision. And the drug dealer was just running a business. But that's not enough for him. So he goes another week later, he takes it to a new level where he goes, Mainers who have guns, who have concealed carry, they should probably lock and load and go after these heroin dealers. What the fuck? So now he's advocating vigilante justice. And then once again, the media presses him on it. And his response is, oh, well, I'm not joking. But it doesn't matter because he still believes in the death penalty for drug dealers. So it doesn't matter how you're going to kill them, injecting them with fucking meth or heroin, giving them the guillotine, having some concerned neighbor shoot them in the head. It doesn't matter how it's done because you still believe that they should be killed. That's not a joke. That's what you really believe. So you can't say that you're fucking joking to get out of something that is completely irresponsible for an elected official to say. When we're talking about the government, the group of people with the monopoly on force, the ability to actually kill somebody and it be legal on paper, to take somebody's life, for you to be in a position of power where you could make that happen and kill people, and to actually say that we should bring back the guillotine, it's not funny to me.
Can I give a Mr. Rogers response to violence at this point?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can. This is a test, by the way. I don't know what I'm doing.
I've been terribly concerned about the graphic display of violence which the mass media has been showing recently. And I plead for your protection and support of your young children. There is just so much that a very young child can take with.
I'll come back with this.
Dude, he really does talk really slowly.
Out it being overwhelming.
Oh, wait, Anne's calling.
I should try doing that because
Hey, girl.
I feel as though I talk quickly.
Why wouldn't it work with the camera?
Say what?
Oh, what's going on?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
What's up? What the fuck's going on?
Just from Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh boy, are you guys almost back?
We're living the good life. We're never coming back. Running away.
Jesus.
I just called to ask if you could take care of Riker for me.
Oh, take him out.
Take care of him.
Take care of him for the rest
Yeah,
of
for the rest
He's
of your
yours,
life,
Renee.
he's yours now, Renee. Good luck.
And don't fuck up the studio.
Don't fuck this up.
No, we haven't. I think, Rob, a couple of the cameras are still like disconnected, and I don't want to fuck with it because I mean, like, God forbid.
Earlier today,
It
it was
was-
not disconnected earlier today.
The-
Here's what you do. Did you? I don't know.
Listen,
get the show
I
up
called
and
to
running?
be a part of the
Did
show.
you get the show up and running? I don't know, like 30 minutes before 10. So
I
make sure
called
everything
to
was
be a
working?
part of the show. I want to talk about what you guys are talking about. Are you guys on break?
Yeah, we're on break right now. I'll let you know when we're coming back.
We
but,
got about 3 minutes right now.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Yeah, we just went on break like the second you called. But
Yeah, break.
Yeah. Can't even wait that long. Jesus, or maybe I'll have to. I'm still like they're taking a lot of time to make this coffee right now.
well, you can be a part of the show for as long as you want, Muffin.
No, bitch. I'm waiting for my coffee.
Christ on a cracker. Oh,
The foodie foods.
The foodie foods. He's so cute. I love him.
Oh no, I just realized I took like 2 bites of that pasta.
I know, you're a fucking moron. Well, you can heat it up.
Yeah, I'll probably do that later. I'll be hungry at some point.
Yeah, this time I bought Gatorade. We took magnesium.
camera up on the screen?
I know Rob showed me how. I don't know what's going on with Wirecast. I really don't want to like fuck with it, isn't it?
I'll be right back.
Oh wait, did I get it? No, I think I'm just fucking it up.
Gift. Remember, that's gunsandweed.com.
Yeah, I think I'm fucking it up.
Did you know you can get news updates about what's happening with the Liberty?
Whoa. I don't understand. You can see you a little. I think we'll be back momentarily here.
Get your shit together.
Act like you're a fucking radio host.
When are you gonna start sewing my dress? That's what you need to be focusing on.
That is gonna get done this weekend because I promised.
Yeah, and you already drew on.
When you say this weekend, you mean like tomorrow, right?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I want it to be done by Sunday. I don't want to rush with it because I don't want to fuck it up.
Well, you know what? I don't want you to fuck anything.
Well, you don't have to rush. You only got like 5 days.
I know. Well, I wanna like, you know, not be all like fucked up while I'm trying to do it, because you know that's not gonna help me and that's not gonna help you.
But I'm gonna have to give the cupcake deal to someone else. Oh my God, Rob's about to run a couple red lights so he can get pulled over by the police. So you guys can see live cop blocking in action. Okay, this is what we do. We're cop block chasers.
Oh, by the way, there was like well, I shouldn't say huge fire, but there were 3 fire trucks that like showed up outside the house earlier.
Why?
I don't know. One of the neighbors' houses. I don't know.
The crack houses?
I think we're coming back after this.
I'm a Barbie girl.
I'm gonna mute it. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, we get it.
That's cam.lrn.fm.
Welcome back to Anarchy After Dark. When we left for the break, I was playing a Mr. Rogers PSA that was done in 1968 about the, it was right after the assassination of one of the 60s. I don't know if it was John F. Kennedy or I don't know, one of them.
I think it was JFK.
Yeah, JFK. But that wasn't on 65. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But regardless, moving on. Point is, violence is bad. That's not what Mr. Rogers would want, God damn it. But so exciting. We have our first actual Skype caller. Guess who it is? It's the Rebel Mistress and Rob the Rebel Matthias. What's good, you guys?
What's going on?
Hey guys, what's up?
Wubba dub dub dub.
Hey, lick my balls, bitch.
Lick my balls. You guys
Mr.
suck.
Rogers is gay. That's my new catchphrase.
You're a fucking bitch. No, he's not. Mr. Rogers has helped me work through some of my issues. Would you rather I walk around and like be upset all the time or like feel happy because somebody made me feel special?
Someone made you feel special and it was Mr. Rogers?
Yes.
Dude,
I feel
I'm not gonna.
like you're having I know, Renee. Show us on the doll where he touched you.
Mr. Rogers is not a pedophile. Just because you care about the well-being of children because they are our fucking future.
Yeah, this old creepy guy.
No, dude.
Comes out where the children's parents aren't
And
around.
you just don't understand.
About ethics.
And you
That's
just don't
creepy at all.
understand. You don't understand. I didn't understand, but now I do.
What?
Now I get Mr. Rogers.
Did Renee make you watch Mr. Rogers?
He did. He did. And I trust me, because I was making fun of Renee when she was talking to me about it until now.
And I'm gonna make fun of you now because you just jumped on her bandwagon.
I'm not on her bandwagon. We're both on Mr. Rogers' bandwagon.
Yeah, it's true.
And guess what?
Long
It's a great place to be. It's a friendly place to be.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
This conversation has gone too gay. Peace out, motherfuckers.
Bye, asshole. Isn't she just a peach?
I feel like what we were kind of doing was like spreading a religion type of thing.
I look up to Mr. Rogers. I don't think he's God.
She was just not buying what he is capable of.
Yeah, nobody gets it. God damn it.
This
Mr.
is
Rogers
bullshit.
is such a good example. Are you talking
Talk Live?
Cock Talk Live?
Cuck Talk Live.
Cuck Talk Live? Jesus. Well, I'm having fun, so anyways, I have an angry rant too. This will get fun for you guys. So
Yeah.
Barbie, Mattel's Barbie. They have unveiled new dolls with curvy, tall, and petite body types. This was Today article that I'm going to read by I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Korean, but thanks, Ms. Kim. Quote, Today article. Addressing decades of criticism that its best-selling doll fails to accurately reflect a woman's proportions, Mattel has released 3 new body types to its iconic Barbie line. They unveiled Thursday a curvy, tall, and petite, most dramatic change in Barbie's 57-year history, blah, blah, blah. So that's basically the gist. So I have here, they have a new curvier Barbie, and not gonna lie, it's a little ridiculous. They also have tall Barbie. Yeah. They also have petite Barbie. So here's my deal with this. I feel like this is more of the like, I understand that society puts pressure on girls to be beautiful inside and out, but Mr. Rogers also wrote another song. Some folks are fancy on the inside, some folks are fancy on the outside. And that's true. And some people are both, but the message to his song is my body's fancy and your body's fancy and so is mine. Now, by that, he means we all look different. It doesn't matter if you look like Barbie. So, I mean, like I was saying, I understand that girls have a lot of pressure to look like a fucking Kardashian, but you don't have to look like Kim Kardashian to be beautiful. I have my preferences. I like girls with blonde hair and blue eyes and maybe a little tall, maybe short. I don't know. I don't really have a height preference. I like skinny girls. I mean, they don't have to be like fucking rail thin, but I mean, I don't necessarily want them to be, I don't want them to be fat, but I mean, I can accept curvy. But I don't judge people based on their appearance. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I will judge you based on your appearance if you obviously, don't upkeep your body or hygiene or obese people. Sorry, I have no sympathy for you if you are obese because you sit on a couch and eat food and don't exercise. Medical reasons, I get that, but I don't look at every fucking obese person I see and think, oh, they're a fucking criminal because they don't look like Barbie. So, I mean, why are they at the point where they have to release a thicker Barbie or a taller Barbie or a petite Barbie? I mean, Barbie proportions aren't realistic. Dolls aren't realistic. They're fucking dolls, man. I mean, what about the action figures that they release? Boys are all muscly, blah, blah, blah. Does that mean that all boys have to be muscly? No, I'll still fuck a thin guy.
Yeah, how come nobody's ever talking about that?
Yeah,
I can't look like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't look like those guys. I can't be the Hulk.
And that's okay. And I don't... How about instead of altering Barbie, we take the pressure off children and whoever to look a certain way? How about if you're comfortable in your skin, or, I mean, even if you want to make some changes, I could probably stand to lose 5 pounds. That's okay. I would like my hair to fucking grow back faster. I can take some vitamins. Oh, I don't like my hair dark. I can fucking dye it and make it red, not everybody has that simple of control, but I mean, if you got acne, there's Proactive. If you're uncomfortable with how you look, either, become comfortable one way or another, or, make a change. You don't have to look like Barbie. And why people feel the need to look like Barbie and why Mattel has been under such pressure to make Barbies look like, normal people is fucking beyond me. I never looked at a Barbie doll and said, oh, I want to look just like Barbie. Or if I did, maybe I would dress up like Barbie for Halloween, put on a fucking blonde wig and, pad my boobs or something. But that was the extent of it. You don't have to feel, it's your choice to feel pressured. does that make any sense? Like, it doesn't matter. Like Mr. Rogers said, my body's fancy and so is yours, because we're all different, and that's what makes us all so great. So, you know, I don't know. I just feel like this is goddamn ridiculous, and I'm kind of pissed off about this. Like, I feel like it's more why are we accommodating these people? Like, why is Mattel accommodating these people? Apparently, and this is also from the article, Barbie sales have sunk 20% from 2012 to 2014, with some analysts linking the drop to long-standing criticism that Barbie reflects an unrealistic and unhealthy body image. The disparity was addressed a few years ago by artist Nicolay Lamb, who created a normal Barbie doll that used the dimensions of an average American teenager. The new Barbie dolls initially were part of a secret project, blah, 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 Time magazine, blah, 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 which made the new line a subject cover story along with the headline. Now can we stop talking about my body? The cover shows a profile of a more curvy body. Why? Like, why? It's so stupid. Like, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. I never looked at a teddy bear and, like, judged my teddy bear because he wasn't thin and blonde. Am I just being ridiculous? I feel like this is ridiculous. I'm probably not making any sense right now because I'm just really high and really pissed off, but
I'm really high too.
More pissed off rants or something. I don't know. More Anarchy after dark when we come back. Anarchy motherfuckers. Woo! And Cyril. Give it up for Cyril. S3RL.
Tip is brought to you by Nestle.
And did you have something to say?
You create special moments and memories your family will cherish forever. Visit us at tollhouse.com. You may bake for birthdays and holidays, but why stop there? Sweeten up the rest of the year by designating monthly dessert days. Treat your family to one of their favorites or surprise them with something new. Either way, you'll create a tradition everyone will love. For more tips like these, visit us at parenthood.com/yourfamilytoday.
Why did you move to the Shire?
I moved here to the Shire because there's other people around who take liberty just as seriously.
I don't know.
as
It's
I
just
do.
that same camera that keeps coming disconnected.
I saw videos of people challenging authority and thought that I could get support myself. It called to me like, do this right now.
I wanted to be around people.
I did do that.
Who got it, and once I got here,
yeah,
I knew there
yeah.
was
So
no
we've just been
else
doing
I
that.
I've always wanted.
Yeah,
to
it is
change
because I didn't verify my. I went to log into. I logged into mine and put it on the YouTube, but I didn't verify the account, so it wouldn't let me go live off it. And I
People
didn't have
here
enough
are
time to set it up.
awesome, loving, and positive. It was for the adventure and for the
Fuck
feeling
you!
of
I
something
just did these
important
bumpers.
happened
I'm
here,
very
and I
proud
just
of them.
wanted to
I'm very
sort of be
happy.
part of it.
Visit ShireSociety.com to read and sign the Shire Society Declaration and learn the reasons why, if you love liberty, you should immigrate to the Shire. Plus, add yourself to the Shire map at ShireSociety.com. That's ShireSociety.com.
Imagine someone in your community getting in their car, turning on the radio, and hearing the Liberty Radio Network. You can make that vision a reality with your own micro radio station. Visit broadcast.lrn.fm to learn how you can put our programs on the air in your area. You can have LRN.FM running around the clock, and you can even add in your own local shows. Building a radio station is simple, but programming isn't. That's where LRN.FM comes in. Learn more at broadcast.lrn.fm. That's broadcast.lrn.fm.
This is your Robertson Roberts Brokerage Daily Precious Metals Update. Following sharp increases yesterday, in early trading on Wednesday, gold is $2 lower at $1,108 per ounce. Silver is down 3 cents at $14.54 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at $395 US. We have plenty of new 2016 Silver American Eagles in stock. Get yours online at rrbi.co or give us a call at 800-874-9760.
The three most important things you can do for LRN.FM are: 1. Let your friends know you're listening to LRN.FM on your social networking profile. 2. Buy the things you buy online through shop.lrn.fm. 3. Give $5 a month to the AMP program at amp.lrn.fm. It's my firm belief that the AMP program is the best use of your charitable dollar among liberty-oriented groups. Support all your favorite organizations, but make sure you give $5 a month to the AMP program at amp.lrn.fm.
So the protection of life, liberty, and property is what the Free State Project is all about. But it's an effort to move 20,000 people who understand.
It's about demonstrating to the entire country.
Yeah, we can have a free market, a truly free market, making it just a freer, great place to live.
It's the world's largest voluntarist libertarian community, and it's only getting bigger.
That's amazing. To be able to move to a place where other people passionately believe in being free and independent.
What the Free State Project is managing to do, though, is to put
Cody, you have become so quiet.
Physically getting up across the country and saying, let's go someplace.
What am I doing? I went to
I'm like incredibly meditative right now.
Get with it, bro. Oops, I'm opening it. I'm stupid.
101 Reasons Liberty Lives in New Hampshire, a documentary by Free State Project Early Movers. Watch it free at 101reasonsfilm.com. 101reasonsfilm.com.
You're listening to the best liberty-oriented audio streamed around the clock, on the air and online. This is the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.
It's a big sky.
All right, we're coming back into Anarchy After Dark, the premiere episode of the show.
The pilot.
The pilot episode of the show.
Which, like, is kind of ridiculous because, I mean, we've done this like a million times.
Yeah, we're kind of just continuing what we've been doing. It doesn't matter where it is. We've done OTAL. We've done Seditious Sirens, I believe. We've done,
Get the siren off. We mashed up. Anne took a little hiatus. The Rebel Mistress took a little hiatus from the Seditious Sirens for a little bit. So Cody and I, back in the day, did a little. I would go back and forth. He would go back and forth, fucking Maine to Manchester. We would do our little soapbox until Anne decided she wanted to come back to Seditious Sirens. So that was fun. So that was our first experience.
If you add Anarchy After Dark, you can see the picture of us doing one of those shows.
That was us doing OTAL back in October.
Way back. I looked way happier.
Speaking of way back, this is my hot friend from 2012. Haha, you guys can't see, but she's gorgeous. She's still hot. We're going to go to the gym together, and I can stare at her butt while she's working out. Fucking beauty queen, bitch. I love you.
I'm at the level of Adderall high where all I want to do is look at this shit.
You can stare at all the pictures of my hot friends that you want. And now I'm going to post a picture on her wall that has a picture of me trying to model. Facebook shenanigans during a live radio show because Cody and I have a soapbox and this is what we do. So don't blame us.
Throwing a little bit of a jab at her. She's trying to be a model.
Oh, no. She's like definitely legit. Like, look at her. I wish so I look at live people instead of a fucking Barbie. My friend here, she was Miss Teen New Hampshire, and she doesn't look like Barbie. She has very nice facial features, but her nose isn't like, it's skinny, but it isn't super tiny, but it still looks good on her face. She looks proportionate. She looks beautiful. There's lots of symmetry going on. Her eyebrows look great. She does her makeup nice. She has a nice body. She doesn't have like triple D tits or whatever, but I mean, she's tall. She's gorgeous. She's motherfucking gorgeous. She doesn't have to look like Barbie. So, I mean, and you know what? When she was little, something tells me that she didn't look at a Barbie and decide she wanted to look just like Barbie. I didn't look at cartoons and say like, oh, I understand the kids are impressionable, but I didn't look at every cartoon and say like, oh, that's a good idea. Teach kids common sense. Stop being so sensitive. It's okay to have feelings, but find constructive ways to work out those feelings. And don't take them out on other people. Don't blame your feelings on other people. Take accountability for your own feelings. Identify the problem for yourself. Because, I mean, ultimately, you can choose to feel however you want to feel about something. See what I'm saying, dog?
Yeah, dude.
So what are you gonna do with your life now, Cody? Since you're all meditative and shit, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna move? I feel like this is your shot, Cody.
I have
Get
to.
out before it really gets.
I gotta get out of there. I gotta get out of there.
You gotta, dude. Come here. You have a fucking support network. There's at least 4 of us that want to fucking help you and make you happy and help you be the best little Cody O'Connor you can freaking be.
Aw.
Aw.
That's cute.
Isn't
So
that
cute.
cute?
Wow, what is wrong with Cody's? You getting lectured? He doesn't sound well. What happened?
He got fired.
Dude, it's been a rough one, man.
Well, what are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna find a constructive way to solve the problem? Make a snappy new day, Cody. That's all I can tell you. Make a snappy new day.
All right. I'll make a snappy new day.
That's all you have to say for yourself?
I guess, yeah.
Oh, Christ on a cracker. Ooh, I feel my heart racing from that Adderall. I'm feeling good, man. Don't get stuck where you're like
so high on it right now.
I know. I got over my crying though. I'm like trying to channel that like sadness I feel into like happiness, and I just feel
when
happy.
I come up this far, it's like a super reality.
I know.
Like it just fucking throws you right into it.
Well, the reality is that we finally have this, and we both wanted this. We're assholes to each other, but we both know that this is what we wanted. And the universe made a path so we could get what we wanted. And now, if you decide to make a snappy new day, well, you can come out here and record with me every weekend because it's not like you have a job to go to anymore.
I know. That's
and there's
the
plenty
positive
of work.
in it.
There's plenty of work here in New Hampshire.
I can be here every single weekend.
You can help the Free State Project reach the goal, Cody.
I've already signed up.
So then fucking move, you asshole.
Okay.
That would be sweet.
I already said I was going to.
Do it. You know, Cody, there's a group, FSP Job Alert. I mean, 20 fucking notifications from this group right now. People post available jobs near New Hampshire, resume assistants, job seekers post what they're looking for. They give you websites that will help you find a job. You can do it here, Cody. Like, look at this. These people don't even know you, and this is helpful information right here in this little group. Because as much as I want to diss the fucking FSP, the people here make it great. Yeah, sometimes they make it really shitty too, but each person is an individual. And there's a lot of great people here. Some assholes too, but there's assholes everywhere you go.
Yeah.
So I hope you fucking move here and we can do this all the time because I'm grateful for this. Aren't you grateful for this? Aren't you?
Yeah.
Aren't you happy right now?
Everybody's been telling us that we need to have a radio show together.
Exactly. People love this,
and
man.
Now it's actually happening. Every time I've been on the show, we've gotten like record numbers of people like listening and hanging out in the chat room.
People are listening in Africa right now, Cody. People are listening, and somebody told me someone was listening in fucking like Peru, somewhere in South America. We had listeners. I'll give this guy a shout out actually right now. I gotta look in the messages, but it made me happy. People enjoy this, and I have a reach where I can extend this positivity to people. Sometimes I can extend my negativity too, but I'm feeling very positive right now. You know what I noticed? I do negative shows when I drink a bunch of alcohol, but I do really happy shows when I get high on Adderall.
Yeah, pretty much.
Isn't that a thing? Well, I mean, since we're going to talk about happy things, I will promote the rave that is coming up in July. If you enjoy the bumpers from the show, most, if not all, of the happy hardcore bumpers are from DJ Searle. He is an Australian DJ who's been at it for like 10 fucking plus years, almost probably 20 years at this point. My God. But he's fucking awesome, and I am so excited. My friend Little Skittle, who you can go like on Facebook, Little Skittle Kawaii Rave Vintage. She's a model. She has rainbow fucking hair. She's awesome, and she's putting on this rave, and I'm trying to help her out the best I can. We've got a bunch of venues we're looking at, from fucking theme parks to laser tag places to fucking roller skating. I don't know, but we're gonna have a ton of fun at this rave. It's, oh God, I lost it. Oh God, I lost it. Oh God, I lost it. I'll go find it again. But yeah, we're going to have a ton of fun at this rave. Tickets are probably going to be $20. It is on July 15th, which is a Friday. For now, it starts at 8 p.m. The event promotes drug-free fun, but obviously, you know, if you know anything about raving, do whatever the fuck you want. Just, you know, peace, love, unity, respect. And by respect, we mean also respect the venue. So fucking don't pop your shit in front of everybody. Be discreet, like be polite, like get fucked up and have fun.
Do it before you go in.
You own your, yeah, you know? So, I mean, you know, just be respectful
Do it in the
about
parking
whatever
lot.
you do. I wouldn't rail lines off the fucking main stage. Like, you know, that's stupid. But yeah, so Little Skittle, go like her on Facebook. I will plug her page, Taste the Ravebo. We're also expecting DJ Spit. I may post some of his stuff on the page too. But yeah, so we are going to get the podcast site up. It is going to be a new website. I will keep you guys posted. It will be a Libsyn and or a SoundCloud. Maybe we'll just have both because fuck it.
Might as well just fucking double up.
Yeah, and by the way, we do have our own YouTube, which you can go subscribe to and like our videos or dislike them. We don't care. Fuck you. But I didn't confirm the account, so when I went to go live, I fucked up because, you know, it wouldn't let me because I hadn't. Duh. So my bad. So this will be on the Anarchix, but I'll convert it over whatever. I don't know. I'll do something. But yeah, it's been awesome.
It has been good. I am so sorry I got way too high at the end.
Dude, I don't give a fuck. Get as
It
high as
fucking
you
happened.
want. I did this on
It
OTAL
fucking
last
happened.
week. By the way, catch OTAL tomorrow
You
with
gonna be
Cody.
on? You gonna be on?
Yeah, I'll be on,
All right,
motherfuckers.
fuck yeah.
So we'll do the same thing again tomorrow night.
Gonna
Peace,
be a good
love,
time.
unity, respect, motherfuckers.
See ya.
See ya.
Are you a sneezer? If you're not, can you get close to one? I don't literally mean someone sneezing. Sneezer, as defined by marketing guru Seth Godin, is an opinion leader. When a sneezer mentions something, other people catch what Godin calls the idea virus. Seth Godin says some people are more likely to tell their friends about a great new idea. So identifying and courting sneezers is a key success factor for idea merchants. His book, Unleashing the Idea Virus, is the most downloaded ebook in history, and you can download the whole book free. That's how he's making his idea contagious. Click tips, tricks, and other stuff to help you cut through the clutter at www.survivalspeech.com. I'm Holland Cook.
LRN.FM is proud to announce our official listening apps for Android and iOS devices. Now you can easily tune into our streams anywhere, anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just visit apps.lrn.fm or search for LRN.FM in the Android or Apple app stores. Please download, rate us 5 stars, then share the link on your social media and let your friends and family know how you're listening to LRN.FM. Download it now, free at apps.lrn.fm.
Are you a political activist who does things that the government might not like? Then this free ebook may save your life.